Okay, cool. So we're just going to start with some shoulder rotations. Nice, big, slow shoulder rotations. Yeah, nice and slow. Push all the way around for that range of motion. Last one in this direction. And we're rotating the opposite way. We're going to finish up our last one here. Okay, and then staying standing, we're going to come to a wide-legged position, nice bent supported knees, and we're just going to hunch over like our zombie pose here. Yeah, so you're really going to round into your back, and then just nice and slowly at your own pace, just take it side to side, nice and light. Just try to start feeling out if there's any stiffness in your back right now. It's going to help you recognize where that is. So we don't want to pull anything. We want to make sure everything gets warmed up really good. I think I look more like a rag doll than a zombie. No tension in your neck, nice and loose. Okay, when you're all set, come back to the middle and roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Good. Okay, so we're going to come into a lunge position. We're going to start with a couple lunges. We're just going to do like 4 lunge pulses, and then we're going to plant the back leg. We're going to go here with a bent knee. We're going to fold over and stretch through those shoulders as such, and then we'll repeat on the other side, okay? So we're starting with 4 lunge pulses. Okay, we're going down for 1 and up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Transitioning, bringing those hands together behind us. Front knee is bent. We're folding over. We're just bringing those arms up as high as we can. The arms are nice and straight. The fingers are interlaced. Just breathe in and out here for a second. Good. Letting those arms come back down. I'm going to come back to standing. We're transitioning to the other side. Yeah. Starting in our lunge. We're going down for 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. Transitioning. Front knee is bent. Hands together. We're folding over that front knee. And arms are going up until you feel a nice, good stretch in the front of your shoulders. Couple nice breaths through the nose. Then we're letting the arms come back down, undoing that, coming back to standing. All right, we got one flow to do here before we hit the ground. So we're gonna I'm gonna start at the back of my mat. If you got a mat or wherever, we're gonna start here. We're gonna start at the reach, back of the hands are gonna come together. We're gonna go walk all the way down, lower ourselves all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna push up for a stretch, tuck in the toes. I'm gonna push back down to a downward dog. And then I'm gonna walk up to my hands, face the other way. We're doing this 2 times. It's gonna be pretty slow. So just make sure that we're regulating our breath through it, in and out through the nose, okay? All right. Starting at one end. Reaching up nice and tall, slight back bend. Back of the hands come together. rounding all the way through our spine, rolling forward till our hands can touch the ground. And then we're walking those hands out, coming down straight through plank all the way to the ground. Your legs can widen a little bit if you like here. Pushing up to that up dog. Seeing how that feels. Don't strain anything yet. And then we're slowly lowering ourselves down here, tucking the toes under. We're gonna push up to our downward dog, aiming for nice straight elbows and heels on the ground if possible. Nice breath here for a second. And then we're walking our feet up to our hands and rolling our spine all the way up to a standing position. All right. Turning around, we're going to do that one more time. Yeah, so starting, oh, hi Leo. Starting in our standing position, we're going up for that reach, little bit of a back bend. Back of the hands are coming together, rounding, 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 all the way to the ground. Walking out, passing through our plank all the way to the ground. Nice straight legs, we're pushing up. And then make sure that you're breathing in this position. Slowly lowering ourselves down. Toes are tucking under. And we're pushing up to that downward dog position. Nice. From here, we're taking our walk up to our hands, bending the knees and rolling all the way up to standing. All right, that is the standing portion of this class today. Please grab a drink and meet me on the floor. All right. So in our seated position, we're going to start with some arm twists. So we're trying to stay out at about 90 degrees, and we're going to like floss the arms by twisting them like a towel. Back and forth, yeah. Join in when you're ready. Perfect. Nice. Flossing through there, good. One more on each side. And you can let those arms down. Good. So we're going to start with some elbow reaches now. So we're going to pull back, and then we're going to extend, rounding through the chest and reaching across our body. So up, nice and tall, and extend, round. Yeah, good. So we're going to do 5 on each side. Last one. Starting on the other side. Pull back, elbows nice and high, and reach. Okay, once you're done 5 of those, I'm just gonna start little wrist warm up. So just make a nice fist, and as we go round and circle, I'm really trying to pull them into my forearm as much as I can. Yeah. Cracks, lots of cracks over here. All right, now switch your rotation angle. Yeah, same thing as when we do those shoulder rotations, right? I'm like trying to push all the way through the range of motion. Good. Okay, we're coming to tabletop position. We're gonna stretch out those wrists. Yeah, so if you wanna put the fingers facing back towards your knees, arms are nice and straight. See how this feels, and then if it feels all right, you're gonna start leaning back, yeah. Nice and slow, just rocking back and forth till the palms start coming off and back. Give it one more here. And bringing those hands back around. A little shake out if you need to. Okay, we're going in for our C stretch, or our stretch right here for our lats. So we're reaching across the body, pushing, leaning to that side, and we're rounding all the way to the ground and all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna do like 4 on each side. So yeah, reaching across, push to the outside, push, push, push. Arm is nice and straight until you get to the bottom. You're kind of arching your back and you're trying to get your entire arm on the ground, like wrist, elbow, even the armpit. Going up and down. And then my last one here. And once you've done your 4, we're switching sides. Do 4 on the other side. So you're pushing to that outside. Yep, and then arching your back at the bottom so you can try and get your whole arm on the ground. These look great, guys. All right, when you're done those, we're gonna bring it together by doing our puppy stretch. So hands are coming out further in front of me. Arms are still nice and straight, and we're gonna drop our chest down to the ground. Yeah, letting that back arch. We're gonna start, find your breath here, breathing in and out through the nose. And we're gonna go in and create a little bit of tension. We're gonna draw in a big breath, hold it, round through the back, pushing up, and then letting the breath out and coming back down to the ground. Good. Do that 2 more times. So drawing in that big breath, holding it, rounding, and exhaling, letting that down. Last one. Drawing in a big breath, holding it, really pushing, making space between those shoulder blades as we round. And exhaling back to the ground. Nice. Okay, good. You can kind of just slide back to your bum, come back to seated. Yeah, grab another drink of water. Oh, whoops. I made a mess. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is called shoulder. Oh, there's my mess cleaning. Okay, anyway, just water. The next thing we're doing is we're lying on our back, or on our stomach actually. We're going to do shoulder CARs. So CAR, C-A-R, stands for controlled articulated rotations. So anything that you're really trying to work through your full range of motion, and I'll just show you an example here. So we're going to be lying on our back, hands are above us. We're going to lift one arm off the ground. We're holding it up as high as we can the entire way around till we reach behind, and then my shoulder starts to rotate, and then I can't go any further with a straight arm, so my elbow bends in. That's as far as I can go. I'm going to come back out nice and slow, up as high as I can until I get to the top again, and that's my full rotation. Okay, so we're going to do probably 3 of those on each side, but we'll go back and forth to each side, and make sure you're not keeping any tension in your neck or anything. You can totally let your face just like look right down at the ground, wherever your neck is comfortable, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with one side, lifting the hand up, rotating all the way around until you can't go any further, your elbow bends, and then we're undoing that, bringing it all the way back around, keeping that arm as high as we can the whole way until we reach the top. And switching sides, their hand. Rotating nice and slow, all the way to the end, and coming back out. Good. And switching. Second round. Yeah, these suck. Okay, last round here. We're pushing for it all the way around. Keeping those hands up high. And last side. And down when you're done. Whew, I'm burning. My shoulders are warm. All right, we're on our stomachs. We're staying on our stomachs. We got a few leg lifts. So we're gonna stay down on our stomachs. One knee's gonna bend, flexed foot. You can keep your chest up, down, whatever's comfortable for you. And then we're gonna do 8 pulses up and down with each leg. All right, so on our mark, going up for 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7, push that foot to the ceiling, 8, 9, oh, that's 9. I said we were doing 8. Switch. Other side, up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Good. All right. Last hard one on your stomach. Back to the upper body. I had to give our shoulders a little tiny break in between. So we're here on our stomachs. Arms are straight out in front of us. We're going to lift up both our arms. And we're going to pull back, lifting our chest up and really trying to pull shoulders back, elbows back, everything, and then coming back straight. We're only doing 4 of these. I know we're already getting pretty warmed up in the upper body, and they're not the easiest. So try not to keep any tension in your neck. When you're ready, we're lifting those hands up. We're pulling all the way back and releasing. Up for 2 and down. Up and down. Last one. Up. Yeah, down. All right. And come just to like a child's pose here. Just release that lower back out. All right, and then from this child's pose position, we're going to go in for a little twist. So normally, you'd have your hands here or here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take one arm and put it right across our bodies. So the shoulder can kind of come to the ground, and we're going to bring our other arm up. So if it feels all right, if you just want to stay here, if you want to lean forward, bringing your butt up so your shoulder comes down, even if you want to bring your head to the ground, just feel how it feels in your body. And we're going to go here, we're going to twist, and we're just going to hold it for a few, like 20 seconds on each side. Good, yeah, does look good, yeah. We're trying to regulate our breath again. Good, you can come out of there, and we're switching to the other side. Bringing that arm across. This looks like it would be all about the shoulder, but it's really more about the spine. Nice, letting that go. All right. Grab one more drink before we start with our hip raises progression part of the class. All right. So we're gonna go lying on our backs. We're gonna start out with 6 regular hip raises. So no arms. We're gonna go up for 6 up and down without actually touching our bums in between. And then I got a hard one for you. We're gonna try to do 6, so 3 on each side of single leg raises. So either you can bring your foot all the way in. It doesn't really matter to me if you want to have it here. Is actually, this is slightly easier than here. So if you want to bring it all the way in, you can. And obviously you're not going to get as high in this one, but it does cause a lot more tension, so it's harder. And then for our last one, we're going to bring our hands together, roll the shoulders back, and we're going to do these and then pulse at the end. All right, so starting, arms out, nice and chill, feet about hip width apart, knees are in line. Yeah, no tension in the upper body at all. We're just lifting up to our hip raise. Yeah, good. And then we're going down nice and slow. Butt doesn't touch. We're going up for 2. Head coming down, nice and slow. Up, that's 3. Down, nice and slow. Up for 4. Down. Up, 5. Yeah, down. Up, last one, 6. And down. All the way to the ground. Good. Okay, and then so if the single leg raise is like feels super unstable, you can bring your hands out to the sides more, kind of down on like a 45-degree angle, which may help. And if it still is like too shaky, just try to put a tippy toe for balance, just so that you are unevenly loading your legs still, even if you're not bringing it right up off the ground, okay? So we're lifting one leg up. All right, and we're gonna go up. We're doing only 3 here. So up as high as you can for 1. Down nice and slow. Up. Yeah, down nice and slow. Start feeling that hamstring. Up, last one. Push, push, push. All right, down nice and slow. Good work. Switching. Okay, all set. We're going up for 1, nice and high. And down slow. Up for 2. Down slow. Up, last one. Nice and high. Down, slow, slow, slow. All the way to the ground. Yeah. Yeah, you can let those go. Shake them out for a second. Yeah. Need to touch that hamstring. All right. It's our last set before, we're still going to do our crab pose. So we're setting up here. We're going to interlock the hands behind our back and then roll the shoulders underneath. I think we've all done this. So yeah, lifting our butts up off the ground, interlocking our hands, rolling those shoulders back. And from here, we're going to pulse 6 times. So push the hips high for 1 and release the tension. Push, push, push 2. Releasing the tension. Push 3. Down, trying to keep the arms locked out straight. Push 4. Down, 2 more. Push 5. Right, down. Last one. Push, push, push. High. Yeah. Good. Release. Let the arms go. Good. Come up to seated for a second. We've been down for a while. Feel it out. Grab a drink. Yeah, I still got one super tight hamstring bothering me. I'll get it worked out eventually. All right, so watch me for a second, and then we're gonna go do a couple of these. So we're doing our crab pose, which is it is an alternate entrance into your back bend. We're not going all the way. We're just gonna come into the crab pose. We're gonna go onto the one arm, sweep it across in front, push and get a good stretch, and then bring the hand back the way that we came. We're gonna repeat. Opposite side, just push to get a good stretch. We're not going to the ground right now. And then come back down. You can use this as a way to get in your bridge when we push up into it later, if you like, or you can push up the regular way. But yeah, if you can see the ground in this one, then you know you're ready to go into bridge on that entrance. But otherwise, we don't need to rush it. We're gonna do this 3 times on each side. Okay, so when you're ready, coming up, in our little crab, taking one arm, reaching across in front of the body, nice straight arm and reach, and back the way it came in. Yeah, switching to the other side, across, reach, yeah, pushing those hips up and back. Good, round 2, going up. Nice. Cross. Up. Last round. And last side. Nice. Back down your butts. Just let that back around a little bit. If there was anything left in it that had any tension, I'm sure we've gotten it out now and everything is warmed up. All right. When you're ready, we're ready. We're going to push up into our back bends. So make sure the hair's out of the way. Feet are about hip width apart. Knees are staying in line. Yeah. Hands just above the shoulders, the fingers facing back towards the shoulders. We're going to take a deep breath, and then we're going to push all the way up. And when you're ready, you're going to look back at the ceiling and let yourself down. Good. Making sure those wrists are good. Yeah, hamstrings are good. Okay, we're going to try for one more regular one. All right. So we're setting up. Everything's good. Take a deep breath and push all the way up. Trying to straighten our arms out. I'm trying to breathe as we're upside down. When you're ready, you're going to look back at the ceiling and lower yourself to the ground slowly. Nice. All right, so you guys got solid back bends. We've done that crab opening a few times. If you're comfortable to try to rotate your hand around, you can go ahead and try to go into your back bend that way. With these, if that felt like something solid, you can definitely push up into your back bend and then just go on like a tippy toe and see how that feels and see if you can shift your weight to start lifting one off. I'm not saying like just kick the leg up, but just lightly tippy toe. Or if that sounds crazy, do a regular back bend. You guys know what you're ready for, all right? So, and if you want it, I will demonstrate the bridge pose change. So the hand comes around, and then the difference here is that this hand on the ground needs to turn around. Actually, if I come off my mat, you can probably see it better. So I come around, and as I go down, that hand needs to turn around. So yeah, it's not that easy on a yoga mat. I needed to be able to switch it. But anyway, whatever you're ready for, get in your position, starting position. Nice big breath. Exhale and push up. Yeah. Good work, guys. All right, we're just gonna do one little cool down, nice and slow. If you need a drink, go ahead and grab it. We're gonna start. We're gonna lay on our backs, however you wanna I like to cross my legs. We're gonna drop our legs off to one side. And we're just gonna do like nice slow arm rotations. Yeah, so just like fully all the way around. Big arm circles. You can pause if you feel any tightness in any of the spots. Yeah, and just try to come back to your regulated breath. Okay, and then this time around, when you get to the full extension with both your arms wide open, we're just gonna stay there for a second. Yeah. Trying to get both our shoulders to the ground. If you want to look over behind you to that backhand. All right, rotating back to the front, letting those legs go. I'm gonna switch to the other side so I don't face away from you. Yeah. And then we're switching, dropping our legs. New side. Good. Just doing nice slow arm rotations. Yeah, whatever pace feels good. Okay, and this time around, you reach to the open arms. I'm gonna stay in that T position. Trying to get both shoulders in the ground. Breathing in and out through our nose. And looking back over the back shoulder. Letting that out. Bringing the hand back around to the front. Unwinding our legs. Yeah. Great job, guys. Meet me in seated. That was your back bends class. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You did really great work today. All right, thanks. See ya. Babe, I think I figured it out. Hey?